Hamilton's letter to George Washington on the ills of the Continental Army in February 1783. To George Washington, Philadelphia, February 13, 1783. If the war continues, it would seem that the army must in June subsist itself to defend the country. If peace should take place, it will subsist itself to procure justice to itself. It appears to be a prevailing opinion in the army that the disposition to recompense their services will be seized with the necessity for them, and that if they once lay down their arms, they part with the means of obtaining justice. It is to be lamented that appearances afford too much ground for their distrust. The claims of the army urged with moderation, but with firmness, may operate on those weak minds which are influenced by their apprehensions more than by their judgments, so as to procure a concurrence in the measures which the exigencies of affairs demand. They may add weight to the applications of Congress to several states. So far, an useful term may be given to them, but the difficulty will be to keep a complaining and suffering army within the bounds of moderation. This your Excellency's influence must effect in order to it. It will be advisable not to discountenance their endeavors to procure redress, but rather by the intervention of confidential and prudent persons to take the direction of them. This, however, must not appear. It is of moment to the public tranquillity that your Excellency should preserve the confidence of the army without losing that of the people. This will enable you, in case of extremity, to grind the torrent, and to bring order, perhaps even good, out of confusion. 'Tis a part that requires address, but 'tis one which your own situation as well as the welfare of the community points out. I will not conceal from your Excellency a truth which it is necessary you should know. An idea is propagated in the army that delicacy carried to an extreme prevents your espousing its interests with sufficient warmth. The falsehood of this opinion no one can be better acquainted with than myself, but it is not the mischievous for being false. Its tendency is to impair that influence, which you may exert with advantage should any commotions unhappily ensue, to moderate the pretensions of the army and make their conduct correspond with their duty. Record. If you like this reading from Samwise J. Morgenstern, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You may also follow us on Facebook, tweet me at Samwise J. Morgenstern, also follow me on Tumblr. If you would like to support this show that I do, you can support me on Patreon at the link in the description. You can also simply support my podcast on Anchor. You can set up the plan there, and I will also have rewards for my patrons ranging from shout-outs to original short stories, just whatever might be there. Go there and sign up if you want it. Anyways, stay well, stay safe, stay home, and as always, follow the will of Blue Heaven.